Okay, here we are. It's a pretty fall day. We're right in between Thanksgiving and Christmas and the busyness of Christmas. And I thought I would do a video on my wish list of what I'm wanting to accomplish as far as decorating for Dottie. And so there she is. I'm going to start here on the outside. And I have my phone with my Pinterest list here so that I can know what I'm going to go over. I would like to, on the outside, mostly polish it up. Maybe tint the windows, help preserve everything inside, keep it cooler. We're needing to sand down and repaint the tongue and the steps and the back bumper. I'm wanting to paint them red. One, so we can see them so we won't run into them, and two, just because I like red. I do really like red. So that's one thing. So some of the things I want to do on the outside. I'd like to put we want to put a spare tire, and I want to make a decorative or get a decorative cover for that. Don't know when we'll do that. I also really like it when they attach the bicycles, and I have a nice vintage bicycle that I wouldn't mind attaching, but we have to figure out in which order and where all that's going. My husband's probably going to do a mechanical wish list, so I'm going to let him do that. We're going to talk about all of the mechanical things that we need to work on. We have an old mat out here right now, and I'm wanting to make a wooden mat, almost like a deck that you can roll up to put out here so that we can step in and out of the Airstream. We've also been given a pink flamingo mat by my mother-in-law that we're going to be putting out here. I have a couple of ideas for the inside of the door. I would like to put, I think, a chalkboard or message board. I wouldn't even mind a mirror there. What I'd really like is a window, but they're expensive to put in. I'm not going to do that. So those are some possibilities for There's just a lot of really cute quotes out there that I wouldn't mind changing them out and view, and with the different times and seasons, and putting different interesting quotes. Okay, and somewhere right in through here, I'm wanting to make an entry place, possibly a few hooks, a mirror. I don't know if it's going to be there or on this side of the door. Have to see how that works out. This cabinet, I think I'm going to make it so that it can slide out, and we can put shoes and things that we want to have access to when we're going in and out of the Airstream. I'm thinking of putting metal banding around the table edge and around the edge of the trim there, and possibly then carry that on over here. I know it's kind of a 50s look, but I like that look. We're definitely we're doing the cushions up in denim, and probably going to be darker denim with a white stripe going down the middle of it, and also in denim, probably again kind of a diner look, is what I'm going for with that. And I do have, at least the cushions over here are in the house and are halfway made. This one I'm going to have to work on a little bit more. And it's in good shape, so we're just leaving it here for now. And there's our Christmas decoration. I'm wanting to get bamboo or rattan shades, Roman shades, or roll-up shades for all of the windows. And I'll show you that picture there. My husband and I have been discussing, there's a neat pin here where they have a map of the United States on their table. And we were discussing about doing that on our table. The problem is our table expands. And it's like, what part of the United States do you cut out? Or, how do you work that? So we'll see if we get that in as a decoration or not. The table also has just a standard straight pole leg in the middle, and I like the design style of the hairpin leg, so I might change that out. We'll see. It's not necessary necessary. Now over here, I'm wanting to put some kind of a design on the wall over here, because it's the first thing you see when you walk in is that part of the Airstream there. And I'm thinking of a compass, something like that. It might even just go up in there, or maybe even down below the light. But that's some of my thoughts for decorating. I'm also wanting to get either like a three-legged stool or a fold-out small stool to have in here for this side of the, whenever we have the table pulled out and out, that we can have a seat here on this side of it. And one that we can move around and fold up. I've also seen pictures, I thought, for the grandkids of a small denim poof that we can put our feet on, or have the grandkids can sit on. Thinking of underneath the window here, of putting a small window ledge that we can put some things on, and maybe even have some storage in behind that cushion there. Also thought of trying to hook up some kind of a divider curtain here between the two beds. Don't know if that's going to work out with how it's laid out, but there's a thought. We'll see if it pulling up the carpet, and we are probably going to put down some either a solid color blue or a marmoleum tile look. There's a couple of ones that I like that for the flooring. Going to be doing some denim rugs. I have a lot of denim, and so it's an inexpensive way to make. We'll probably make a runner, goes up through the middle here, and just something I can do. Ceiling. I am wanting to redo the ceiling light here. I've seen a design where it was a rounded shade, and I think I can either buy something like that or make something like that that would work there. We're wanting to put in the LED lights because these lights are pretty hot, and so we're working on that. I've also seen pictures where they took wood trim and accented all of the seams, and I'm thinking that I would like to do that and give that a try. On back to the bathroom doorway. I don't know if you can notice it, but it's actually off-centered, and it irritates me. So I'm actually going to be taking that top piece of wood out, and actually probably even this piece of wood out, and evening that up and redoing the doorway. Now the look that I really like is a soji screen, and I'll have to see if I can do that. If anything, I will hang a curtain up there. Probably denim, and then that would be the doorway for our bathroom. I've also thought of, and I've seen ideas where they take the cabinet doors here, there's one over here on the other side, and use them as doorways as well. But we will see how far that goes and where we end up. I really like the idea that I've seen where they had shelves and then the pull-out bins. And I thought of doing that, but I also came up with the idea that I could get a hanging closet divider that I would have, that would have bins in it. And so that's what's going to happen in this closet. We're not going to use it for hanging up clothes. We will use for hanging up clothes, and then I'm wanting to put a laundry basket in the bottom down here to throw our clothes into. So yes, there's my Pinterest list that I'm working off of. I'll put these pictures in the video. I am wanting to take out the medicine cabinet. It's rather awkward to get into and to even see anything in it. So I'm going to take that out, and I have a rounded mirror that I'm going to use. Our sink is in pretty rough shape. I don't know if it's going to clean up or not. What I'd really like to do is put a panel of wood in here and a basin vessel sink. Those pictures are just very pretty on Pinterest, so we might be doing that. If that, at a minimum, because this is so beat up, I would like to put the metal banding right along this edge. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the cabinet under there. It's actually kind of useless for getting things in and out of it. So I thought of putting a shelf up here above the toilet, several corner shelves up and through there. I want a shelf across the top of there, and have that be a wood piece as well, of course with the bamboo shade. Also probably a corner shelf, small corner shelf over here to put things on. If our shower head works, we're going to keep it. I like that vintage look to it. If it doesn't, of course, then we'll put something in that works. And I have quite a few different options here of different things that I'm wanting to do. I'm really glad to be doing this video, because the more I do this, the more inclined I'm going to be to actually get these projects done. All right, we have here our nice vent for the refrigerator that we have to have, but it's an odd looking shape, and so I'm wanting to actually build a cabinet here, an open cabinet that will hold plates and cups and things that we're wanting to, and it would come around this. Now I'm probably, because of the cracking on the venting, I'm probably going to also consider putting peel and stick tile over this area. We need to clean it up and see what all we're keeping in this area. This little corner, I have a lot of different ideas, but probably most likely it's going to hold, I'm going to have racks for holding pans and spices and knives and things like that there. I also want to put a window box across the front there. I'd like to have a couple plants in my window, and possibly even to help hold utensils. IKEA cutting board fits perfectly on the stove, so I will be bringing it along with us when we are traveling. I'll probably put some cushioning, shelf cushioning in between to help keep it from irritating and rubbing and that. And I would like to hang cups up here. I just, there's sort of different, I want to redo the lighting here as well. I'll probably put my paper towels up in the cupboard. I don't like them hanging down where you can see them. Decorating that I have been talking about. I also want to do some seasonal decorating. So in the springtime, I'm wanting to have a light blue look to it, with possibly some flowers and laces. I'll show you the pictures for that. Then we move into summertime. I have a whole lot of shells. We could go with a seascape design at that point in time, or even a red, white, and blue. Lots of different ideas there. I love the blue and white combination. So move into fall, we could even go with cowboy look to it, or a western look, or even a hunting cabin kind of a look, and go into plaids for the winter. And definitely want to do a map of the United States where we attach a state as we visit it. I have some ideas for that. I have a denim game there that I have. We also have a game that was given to us that is actually in the shape of an Airstream. It's going to be out here. We have some other travel games that are going to be in the Airstream with us. I've also purchased a small silver notebook, and I want it to be like a diary, and to keep track of the adventures of Dottie. Wherever she goes, we can keep track and write down notes of things that happen to us along the way. So this is my Christmas wish list for the inside and the decorating of the Airstream. Thank you for joining us. You can always like and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out. Just hopefully we can be a help to you.
Thank you for watching our videos. Please subscribe. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And also, if you think this is interesting and you have friends out there be interested in it, please share. We hope to see you next time. Thank you again.